My name is Kyle Ward. I'm the Director of Social Studies Education at Minnesota State University, and we're located in Mankato, Minnesota. Along with Social Studies Education, I also do teach some history classes as well. If Mankato sounds a little bit familiar to you, one, that might mean you follow Division II sports because we had a lot of success there. But last summer, one of our former teachers from this area and a Minnesota State alumni, Tim Walls, was the vice presidential candidate who ran for with Kamala Harris on the Democratic ticket here. So, in an odd way of saying things, he was the guy that lived over there. So, never thought I'd be saying that about a vice president candidate at any point in time. Much like your teacher sitting in the room, I was also a classroom teacher for a number of years. I taught junior high and high school social studies, a lot of history and geography, some government classes as well. But what happened was I was teaching my US history classes, and the first school I taught at had some really old textbooks. And so I was going through them, and as I was reading through them, it's like, I don't think this is correct, or this sounds a little odd, or sounds a little different to me as well. So I kind of got interested in looking at history textbooks. First of all, old history textbooks from the US, going, I wonder why this changed and why this story changed, why this one disappeared. And then I got into, when I was in graduate school, I had a professor who was talking about when he lived in the Soviet Union and was studying, and he made a comment about the end of World War II. And he said, oh, yeah, in the 1980s, the Soviets never mentioned the US dropping the atomic bomb on Japan to end the war. He said Japan surrendered according to their textbooks because the Russians got involved in August of 1945, and the Japanese said, that's it, we have to surrender. And I just remember sitting in that classroom thinking, but that's not right. That can't be right. That's not what I learned. That's not what I was taught. So it kind of led me down this road, starting to study what was called historiography. So that's my area of research is historiography. And all that means is it's the history of history. So how are things written? How do we remember things? When we go to the movies and see a historical movie or a play or a book or things like that, how has that story changed from today to what it was before? And the big thing is perspective. Do different people have different perspectives on different things as well? So leads to a lot of interesting conversations here along the way.